We're going to begin this hour with a controversial effort in Tennessee to address the threat of school violence. A proposed law to allow classroom teachers to carry guns has left people divided in that state. Its legislation introduced last year after the shooting at the Covenant School in Nashville that killed 6 people, including 3 children. As Mark Strassman reports, critics say that response is the wrong one.
For a second straight week, Tennessee high school students crowded the state capitol to protest a controversial gun bill they say belongs nowhere in classrooms. It would allow teachers to carry firearms. 16-year-old Emmy Wolf Dubin says the legislation would just add more chaos in the event of an active shooter.
Time after time, the idea of adding more guns to this situation isn't effective, especially in schools.
But supporters of the bill, approved by Tennessee's state Senate earlier this month, say it could save lives in a situation when every second counts.
There are some counties where they may only have 2 deputies on a shift. It might take 20 or 30 minutes to get to that school. This bill tries to fix that problem and protect children.
The issue has drawn passionate pleas from both sides.
I'm mad because this bill puts my child at risk.
If passed, Tennessee's bill would require
Sicken
at least
that
40
baby.
hours of firearms training. But that's not enough to ease the concerns for some. This state's still grappling with last year's deadly shooting at the Covenant School. 3 children and 3 adults were killed.
And you feel that students are at risk with this bill?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're putting a job on a teacher that they should never have.
But if the bill passes, Tennessee's governor is expected to sign it. For CBS Mornings, Mark Strassman in Nashville.
Boy, it's a really tough call. You'll hear teachers.
So like with the bill, it says that teachers have to do 40 hours of gun training, get a background check, psych, treat, background and all of that stuff, and it was one other thing. Oh, it was. So let's say Miss Johnson, your son's 3rd grade teacher, is able to tote.
Yeah.
They're not obligated to tell you that Miss Johnson is toting.
Okay.
So you don't know if any of the teachers have it in what schools.
Right.
So with that being said, what do you think about that?
It's just a sticky situation because I right now I'm against it because you're talking about teachers having to go through the same training as police, right? And the police haven't gotten it right yet. You get what I'm saying? And they handle it right. They handle the guns every day, So where I'm going with it is, what if we're talking about in high school, and you beat a student beats a teacher up and takes the gun? Now we've created an active shooter. You know what I mean? Like any scenario like that. What if the teacher is being the aggressor? Now it's like, y'all better learn this algebra, man, because I'm strapped. And it's like, man, wait, what? You know what I mean? Like, so it's like you can never. I just, yeah, like Teriyaki said, we're asking the teachers to do too much. Just hire security, like privately outsource security. Put that into the budget for the schools, and to like have security. You know what I mean? Like, make these schools more secure, because I don't think putting a gun into a teacher's hands will solve our problems. I just don't. You know what I mean? Like, you if you want to bump up to, I know they have a school resource officer. Right. If you want to bump up to 2 or 3 of those, you know what I mean, or 4, and then quadrant the school off into 4 quadrants, and then you just have that quadrant the school off into 4 quads, and then have a resource officer for each quad. I mean, but see, I just came up with that off the top of my head. It's plenty of ways to keep these schools safe, rather than every year have to have a memorial. We're having a freaking memorial for a school shooting every single year, bro. When they gonna get tired of it and just be like, all right, we're here to do something about it now, So that's my thoughts on it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Rob. I definitely believe that um yeah, I was just asking my daughter like what Rob was saying as far as the police officer at her school. And I think that would be a great idea to like increase the officers if there is that much fair. You know, she has one police officer, but maybe three police officers is better than one. You know what I'm saying? You have the dispatch right away if somebody come in there. Most likely they're not going to kill three officers right away. So, you know, you got dispatch coming out right away. You know, you have two to three. Well, you got 3 to 4 officers now protecting the whole campus of the school. I don't think that I don't think that a teacher should be able to carry that because that teacher might have even in the situation that Rob was saying. What if the teacher felt threatened, you know what I'm saying, by a student that just punched her in her neck or her back.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
now you got your firearm on you, and now you saying you feel threatened. Even though the threat is not equal to the gun, you
right.
still might be able to get away. So now you got, you know, now you got another protest. Now you got a riot because this teacher felt threatened and she shot a black kid or a white
Yeah.
kid or whatever the case is. So
Right.
I don't think that's a good idea. Nope.
Me
Nope.
neither, bro. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, so I probably would take the other stance on this one. I would think that